Now there are classifications of angels. A careful study of the scripture reveals classifications of angels. The ranking of the celestial powers seems to follow a pattern something like this: archangel, seraphim, cherubim, principalities, authorities, powers, thrones, mights, and dominions. Now, any list that we make to rank angels may differ from another list, but we can be sure that they do differ in power and have authority that others do not possess. Colossians chapter 1, verse 16. For by him were all things created that are in heaven and that are in earth, visible and invisible, whether they be thrones or dominions or principalities or powers. All things were created by him and for him. And in Romans chapter 8, verse 38, for I am persuaded that neither death nor life, nor angels, nor principalities, nor powers, nor things present, nor things to come. One of the classifications of angels is archangel. Jude, verse 9. Yet Michael, the archangel, when contending with the devil and disputing about the body of Moses, does not bring against him a railing accusation, but said, the Lord rebuked thee. The word arch means chief and suggests that Michael is of a class of being higher than ordinary angels. Michael is mentioned as one of the chief princes of the heavenly host. Daniel chapter 10, verse 13. But the prince of the king of Persia withstood me 21 days. But lo, Michael, one of the chief princes, came to help me, and I remained there with the king of Persia. Michael, the archangel, relates to Israel. He specifically protects and defends God's people. Daniel chapter 10, verse 21. But I will show thee that which is noted in the scriptures of truth, and there is none that holdeth with me in these things but Michael your prince. And seraphim is another classification of angels. Only cherubim and seraphim are represented with wings. And we see that in Isaiah chapter 6, verse 1 through 7. In the year that King Uriah died, I saw also the Lord sitting upon his throne, high and lifted up, and his train filled the temple, and above it stood the seraphim. Each one of them had 6 wings, and with twain he did cover his face, and with twain he did cover his feet, and with twain he did fly. And one cried unto another, and said, Holy, holy, holy is the Lord of hosts, and the whole earth is full of his glory. And the post of the doors moved at the voice of him that cried, and the house was filled with smoke. Then said I, Woe is me, for I am undone, because I am a man of unclean lips, and I dwell in the midst of a people of unclean lips. For my eyes have seen the King, the Lord of hosts. Then flew one of the seraphim unto me, having a living coal in his hand, which he had taken from with the tongs from off the altar, and he laid it upon my mouth, and said, Lo, this have touched thy lips, and thy iniquity is taken away, and thy sin purged. So seraphim, they attend God's throne and sing praises.